Hello! This is part 3 of my Pokemon region, AI Celestial region. So, I will be doing 19 Pokemon in this video due to evolutions, and I hope you enjoy as I progress in showing you. So, number 37 is Floetta, the flower Pokemon. The amount of flowers on its head represents its power. So it's a grass and fairy type, and the amount of flowers is showing how powerful it is. And the flowers are its source of power. And it's just a really cool elk deer Pokemon. And it evolves into Floadeer, the mystic Pokemon. Floadeer is a very mysterious and mystic Pokemon who always watches before engaging. So this is on purpose sounding pretty similar to Xerneas. So it is slightly based off of that. And I just really love the way it looks. And it feels like it could be sisters with Xerneas. It's a grass and fairy type. And I just love it. And yeah. So next up is Fuecoco, the slipper Pokemon. Fuecoco has a pink tail that turns red when it gets mad. So its tail changes color based on its emotions. And it also has protection on its feet from getting too cold. So it's an ice type Pokemon. And it evolves into Volcanio, the neck warmth Pokemon. Volcanio isn't great in Arctic temperatures like most ice types are, so its neck is covered. Now, I don't know what you want to call whatever that thing that's covering its neck is, but it is there to keep its neck warm. So it's an ice type, and it actually gains the water type as well. Next up, we've got Swelechia, the conductor Pokemon. Swelechia is a great conductor of electricity. It is actually an electric and water type, and that is why it's a good conductor. And I just love the way it looks. I was thinking of making it a legendary, because it looks really cool, and it's just amazing. But its evolved form is even better. It's Suelecono, the armor Pokemon. Suelecono evolves when they are knighted, which is done by armor being put on. So it actually has a bunch of armor on it, and it's like being knighted in real life when you do something really, really cool. So it looks amazing in my opinion. It's got armor on, and it's just like adding Sir to your name in real life, except in this case it evolves. So you could call it the same Pokemon, but it does turn different when you put the armor on. And then we have Tortons, the muddy Pokemon. Tortons always loves playing in mud for fun. So it's a ground and grass type, and it kind of looks like an emo bird/turtle, and I just love that so much in a Pokemon. So it uses its shell to hide, but it only actually covers itself with its shell when it's underground, when it's dug its own tunnel, so it knows it's safe there. So it's loves playing in mud, and it's good at digging, and it's also just a grass type because of the emo part of it. It looks like a grass type. So next up is Charping, the pecker Pokemon. Charping's beak is its source of power, and it's a fire type. So I actually did a drawing Pokemon region. It was also called the Celestial region, and my fire starter was actually a fire penguin. So I took that idea and made it a random 3-stage evolution Pokemon here. And I love the way it looks. And I'm just happy I could find great generations of it, like AI generations of it. So its evolution is Scorping, the charring Pokemon. Scorping always impresses no matter what happens. So it's actually not as cool looking as the other two. It's pre-evolution, it's evolution, but it still looks pretty decent. And it definitely looks better than what my drawing of it was. So that's just nice to have. And its final evolution is Banburst, the flare Pokemon. Banburst is a powerful beast when it comes to a battle. So Banburst also earns the flying type, and it really does look like a beast. So this is one of my favorites. It actually has fire on its head, and that's like its source of power. And the fire on its arms, those are actually potentially its wings. So its wings are scorching hot, so another Pokemon can't ride it. And it's just a really cool Pokemon, and I mean the opposite of cool, I mean flaring. So I love it, especially because I had a similar idea in my real region. Obviously, this looks a lot cooler. Next up is Loviono, the love Pokemon. So Loviono are only female and show great affections to each other. And it's a flying type Pokemon. Pure flying, nothing special. And I love how it looks. It's pretty cool. And it evolves into Lunavator, the hero Pokemon. So Lunavator will do all in its power to protect its babies, and I shouldn't say that. I should say younglings. Younglings is a good word. So most bird Pokemon just leave their younglings behind after they hatch, but Lunavator will not leave them behind until it knows that its younglings are ready for the world. So that's just a cool thing going on there. And next up is Frostly, the ice shoe Pokemon. Frostly has very sticky feet, so it can be controllable while walking on ice. So it's actually an ice type, but also a fairy type. And the source of its fairy power comes from the spike on its head that's yellow. So I know yellow kind of looks like electric, but I already have an electric water in this region, and they seem like a rare dual typing. So I made it fairy because that would be the second best thing. And I love Frostly's design, so I didn't want to just not use it. And it even has an amazing evolution, Frostlego, the ice maker Pokemon. Frostlego loves making water into ice because of the satisfaction. It's an ice and fairy type like its pre-evolution, and it can actually walk on water because of its webbed feet. So it's a very cool Pokemon, and again, its fairy power comes from the yellow 2 spikes on its head. So next up, there is Spelox, the grassy Pokemon. I know, so original. Spelox shows affection by giving flowers of different types to loved ones. So it's a grass type, obviously, and it's just a really cute Pokemon in my opinion. It's got 4 legs, You can barely see it on the back, even though it's a standing Pokemon. So that's probably a weird part of it. And it's got a puffy tail, and I just love this cute Pokemon who also looks like it could be mischievous at times. Next up is Muzu, the antler Pokemon. So Muzu's antlers are used to gather fruit from trees. So Muzu is a grass type Pokemon, and it's also a basic Pokemon. And its evolution is Muxotire, the wood Pokemon. Muxotire's antlers are made out of pure wood. And Muxotire actually gains the ghost type as it evolves. And one of its legs actually is an illusion. Can you see? It has 5 legs. And it's just a nice haunted forest Pokemon. And yep. And then next up is, okay, that's a sneak peek to later in the region. So I apologize for that, but I hope you have enjoyed this video and keep watching, because I'm sure you want to see this Pokemon later in the region. So don't forget to like and subscribe if not already, and I hope you've enjoyed this video of the AI Celestial Pokemon region. Bye!